Hello and welcome to Face Prep. If you are a 2021 pass out who has been waiting for an announcement on the TCS NQT, also known as the TCS Ninja process, you have good news. In this video, we would like to let you know that there is a huge news with respect to the fact that TCS NQT or TCS Ninja is imminent, and this is your biggest cue with respect to ensuring that you start your preparation process. So what is the big news? TCS NQT, called the National Qualifier Test, which is also known as the Ninja All India process, is expected to happen on October 24, 25 and 26. As of making this video, TCS hasn't released an official notification yet, but this info has already been passed on to a lot of partner colleges with TCS, and it is also officially vetted by TCS. So this is your biggest cue with respect to the largest recruitment event that you have been waiting for all year. This is expected to be a nationwide recruitment process, and very soon you can look forward to TCS releasing an official notification as well as opening up registrations on its website. Now, this TCS NQT has been a nationwide recruitment process for the last 2 years. Ever since 2018, the trend is going to continue this year as well. And typically, using the TCS NQT, the recruitment happens for the role of Ninja developer primarily. This is where the recruitment happens. And the package that usually students end up getting for the Ninja developer happens to be 3.6 lakhs per annum package. Now, why should you start your preparation right away? So, October 24, 25, 26 are the dates on which this nationwide test will happen. So, typically, this process will end up happening in slots, multiple slots. So, people will be broken into multiple slots, and the whole test will happen across 3 different dates on an all India process. Now, you should start your preparation for TCS NQT right away because of a few reasons. First is, this is expected to be a national qualifier. Already in all the communication, the TCS has said they are calling this an all India process. So which means that the competition is already high, given that we are living in a post-corona world. But given that this is going to be a national qualifier, almost every single student in the country will be battling out for this particular job role. So you will need to ensure that you are absolutely at the top of your game with respect to ensuring that your preparation is bang on the money. And when TCS has been interacting with training and placement officers since the start of the season, the announcement has been clear. The test this year is going to be tougher, the cutoff will be higher. This is something that TCS has been saying all along, which means that this is again a huge cue for you to start your preparation process right away. Now, how do you get your preparation process started? So, like how we generally do at Face Prep, we believe in the art of reconnaissance, where we try to understand what has actually been the recruitment process in previous years, and this is the direction that adds to your magnitude in terms of preparation, and it is this direction which will ensure that you are able to make and gain full value out of your preparation process. So let's try to understand the previous year TCS NQT pattern. Very shortly, TCS will also be releasing its official recruitment pattern for this year. Typically, what would happen is TCS would end up releasing a sample test. So when they release that, when the notification is also out, you would know the official pattern. Let's try to understand how the test has happened in previous years. So in previous years, the test has had 4 groups or sections. So these are called groups in the TCS test. The 4 groups are English, quantitative aptitude, advanced programming logic, and coding. So advanced programming logic is where programming concepts are tested basically. And English is the shortest section, 15 questions in 10 minutes. Quantitative aptitude last year had 15 questions in 30 minutes, which follows the typical TCS pattern of 2 minutes per question, very challenging questions. Advanced programming logic last year had 10 questions for 20 minutes, and the second and the third groups had both MCQ and fill in the blank questions. There was also one coding question. A coding round is something that TCS had introduced quite a few years back. and that also played a prevalent role in last year's recruitment process, where you had to code one question for 30 minutes. The languages allowed were C, C++, Java, Python, and Perl. Now let's try to understand some key insights with respect to what happened in the TCS NQT process last year. This will again add a lot of competitive edge with respect to helping you get started. First is the platform usually happens to be TCS Ion for all of the major TCS tests like digital, like smart, as well as TCS NQT or TCS Ninja. It's expected to be the same this year as well. And typically the platform does not allow intersectional navigation, but intra-sectional navigation is possible. So when they mean sections, I mean the groups inside the test. So if you're in the English group, you can navigate between questions inside the group, but you cannot jump to quants and then come back to English. That's not possible. The test also flows in a fixed order of sections or groups. So it's always English first, quantitative aptitude next, advanced programming logics next, and then comes coding. This is the exact order in which the test flowed last year. And all of these groups or sections are important. 100% there is group wise or section wise cutoff. And there was an official instruction very clearly marked on the test that there was negative marking for MCQs and there was no negative marking for fill in the blank questions. So if anything, this is a huge test taking strategy for you. If you see fill in the blank questions, you should definitely try to ensure that you answer them right. And TCS also continued its pattern of including an on-screen calculator for the quantitative aptitude section last year. It's expected to happen for this year's test as well. This is usually one of the hallmarks of the TCS quantitative aptitude test. And like I said earlier, students will be able to choose their programming language for the coding group between C, C++, Java, Python, and Perl. Not so the case for the programming logic MCQ plus fill in the blank questions. Now, if you're preparing for the TCS NQT, just a quick reminder in terms of why FacePrep is your ideal destination in terms of mastering and taming this NQT. So when it comes to company specific prep, FacePrep stands for success. And here are some of our results from last year. Just a reminder of what happened this time last year. Some of the biggest conversions in terms of TCS NQT happened to be students who had taken up FacePrep programs. And these were not just FacePrep records, these were nationwide records where students were trained by FacePrep. The highest single university conversion in the country was by SRM Institute of Science and Technology, and students had taken up a FacePrep TCS NQT program. Jawaharlal Nehru Technology Institute, Hyderabad, MSIT had the nation's highest conversion rate in the online test. And Sri Manakula Vinayagar Engineering College had the highest conversion amongst affiliated self-financing colleges. They were again trained by FacePrep's program. So as you can see, if you're looking at success in the TCS NQT this year, I think these numbers speak for themselves. Now let's go further in terms of, we've seen the pattern. Now let's try to understand what have been the topics that have been tested in TCS NQT. So with respect to English, we'll start with the English group because it's the first group that was tested last year. In English, the only question type which was asked was close passage. So close passage is one of the favorite question types of TCS in a lot of its recruitment process. TCS NQT, TCS Digital, and last year TCS NQT had only close passage. So close passage is nothing but you have a passage with multiple blanks and you'll have to complete those blanks. Typically, you could be given either 2 or 3 close passages if you were a test taker last year. Now, these close passages, you would have been able to solve them if you knew vocabulary along with a few other grammar topics. So, for example, the questions, you would have been able to solve them if you had known topics like prepositions, articles, subject-verb agreement, tenses, pronoun agreement, modifiers, comparison, and also vocabulary such as the right choice of words, phrasal verbs. So these would have allowed you to ensure that you answer close passages properly. One of the other biggest insights is that all of the close passage questions that appeared in the NQT last year were taken from official TCS blogs. So this is a huge insight. So in case this is going to repeat this year, then going through a lot of official TCS blogs will allow you to kind of get a jump start. Now let's look at what were the important topics with respect to quantitative aptitude which were tested last year. They begin with permutation combination, which is one of the most popular topics with respect to TCS. In fact, TCS NQT rhymes with permutation combination every single year. Number systems, probability, time, speed and distance, equations, both linear and quadratic, geometry, mensuration, progressions, ratios and proportions, functions, logarithms, graph-based questions have also played a major part in some of the test taker slots. Clocks and direction sense, profit and loss, averages, mixtures, allegations, puzzles, and interestingly, there have also been certain basic questions on physics and base conversion last year. So this has been the topics from which questions have appeared in the TCS NQT last year. And this year also, this is a very good place in terms of ensuring that you begin your preparation process. The quantitative aptitude is usually expected to be one of the most challenging groups or sections in the entire process. Let's come to the programming logic, the advanced programming logic, where we'll try to understand the most important topics. This was one of the groups where students had the biggest scare last year, where they had a huge surprise. So until last year, until 2019, everybody was going and expecting questions only on C programming. But last year, things changed. A lot of things changed. So based on what happened last year, you should expect questions from C, C++, Java. And you should definitely ensure that you master fundamentals of programming, operators, looping and conditional statements, arrays and strings. You could also have questions on data structures such as linked list, stack, queue, trees and graphs. There could also be questions which test your understanding of recursion. Object-oriented programming definitely plays a huge role. Standard template library in C++ is again a very, very important topic from which questions have been asked last year. Apart from this, there have also been questions on object modeling, compiler design, threading as well as functions. The biggest surprise last year was 60% of MCQs in TCS were from C++. So this will kind of give you an idea that you should look at preparing for questions on all of these languages, C, C++, Java and also data structures. So if you go through C++, so typically learning C++ will ensure that you will be able to answer questions on C also. And if you learn C++, it automatically means that you learn object-oriented programming. You will also need to learn standard template libraries, which is the inbuilt functions in C++. Learning Java, once you learn an object-oriented programming such as C++ is usually definitively possible. When it comes to coding, coding is usually one of the easier groups in TCS NQT, and you will be able to choose the language of your choice. So there will be one problem statement that is given to you as of last year's pattern, where you will need to pick it and you will need to go about answering it. There can be questions where you might have to use standard input-output. There might also be questions where you might have to end up using command line arguments. So you should know how to use both. You should definitively master fundamentals of programming such as operators, looping statements, decision making, arrays, strings and functions. So if you master fundamentals of programming in any one of the languages, that will ensure that you will be able to crack the coding group in TCS NQT. What matters here is that you will need to clear all test cases. So if you want to gain an edge with respect to so many other students who will write this test across the country, you will need to definitively ensure that you crack all possible test cases, public as well as private.
Hey YouTube, how are you doing? Stay tuned to Facebook for more awesome videos. Don't forget to subscribe.